Man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Man, let me tell y'all something about the importance of laying a foundation. And when I say laying a foundation, I don't really mean, I'm not talking about a physical building, a physical foundation. I'm talking about a mindset. I'm talking about a mindset that starts within the mind, of course, but extends beyond yourself to other people. See, meaning that people are going to respect you and treat you based on the way they see you carry yourself and based on the demand that you put on them in terms of how they should treat you. So, in the beginning, you have to establish yourself with people about how you are going to be treated and respected. You laying a foundation. Some people don't know. Some people just treat people up another kind of way. They treat other people a certain kind of way, and they have the delusional thought that they can treat everybody like that. You ever seen people who uh, groups of friends who talk to each other in a certain way? They disrespect. They call each other B's. I'm talking about dudes. Call each other B's and H's, and that's how they talk to each other, and they seem to be fine with it. That's how they roll. But every now and then, one of those guys in that group will be in another setting with another group of cats, and they'll mess around and refer to somebody in that other circle as that same B or H, and whether they plan or not, the check-in becomes instantly. The check-in comes instantly because that person who doesn't allow people to talk to them, the person who don't play like that, which in my eyes, no man or woman, for that matter, should talk like that. We got that real bad where we like to call each other B's and H's all in the name of friendship and fun. That ain't never been something, that was cool to me. It always rubbed me the wrong way. But when a person who don't seem to get that spills that over to somebody else, they get checked immediately and like made to understand that's not how you're gonna talk to me. And in a lot of cases, to let them know you've used your one chance to ever talk to me like that. Some of them don't get that chance. Some of it is dead on their head off the rip. So that's establishing yourself. That's laying a foundation. But it doesn't have to be on that level. I just use that as an example. But regardless of what the foundation it is, relationships, you kind of let people know certain things you expect that you're into, you're not into, and they do the same. You may have somebody that comes to visit your house, or you may have to let somebody come move in with you. You establish a foundation. You let them know, hey man, this is what I do. Hey, I don't allow this happen in my house after, my doors are closed at 10 p.m. I don't care if you're talking to a grown person. You have to establish those rules and that discipline so people won't take advantage of you. But whatever it is, whatever the foundation, whatever you want it to be on the external level, you got to understand that it starts on the internal level. You have to already become that in your mind. You have to already be the type of person who um, processes who you are within yourself. Like, hey man, these are my rules that I govern myself by. And when you have those rules and you are solid enough to stand on it, to live by it, it becomes part of who you are, then now you've laid your foundation. You've established yourself to be like, hey, look, this is who I am, regardless of who likes it or not. Because, you know, we live in a world where realness rubs people the wrong way. And but the trick to that, realness don't rub other real people the wrong way. It only rubs the snakes and the fakes the wrong way because they are agitated by someone that they immediately recognize they can't get over on. It's like, man, can't pull that on him. Can't pull that on her. So they move away. They move away. It's a saying that goes, resist the devil and he'll flee from you. That's pretty much, you know, part of what that means. So you kind of let people know in the beginning uh, where you stand. And when you let them know where you stand, then you will see where they stand. Because some people would take it and go, oh, oh my bad, man. I apologize. You know, I didn't know. You know, I didn't mean no. You know, they really mean that. But some people are just, they poking. They trying to see how far they can go with you. They're trying to see um, what level of strength do you have mentally, and if they see that you are not strong enough mentally to deal with whatever it is they bring into you, then the next step is to try to overtake you, to take control of you, to manipulate you, to use you, to have you under them. So you got to be real stern in who you are as a man, who you are as a woman, and you already have in your gut what you like and don't like, what you feel and don't feel. The problem is you have those who are strong enough to let that be known straight up, and you have others who are not strong enough to let that be known. So within them, there's a weakness that they can feel a certain way about something that they don't like, but they don't say nothing about it. They just kind of just take it. And somebody said, "Well, man, why you let them talk to you? Why didn't you stand up for yourself?" Oh man, I ain't worried about it, man. You know, it's like those kind of people, and it becomes increasingly harder to establish yourself later on after you've already shown that weakness. Now you can reverse it and get people right, and that'll weed all of the bad people out. But it's just like raising a child. You know, you raising a child and you spoiling the child, and every time you cry, you just give him what he wants to make him stop crying, and you just pick him up, baby him, and sometimes he ain't even a baby no more. Sometimes he's a teenager. You know, now you've created this monster because you didn't establish yourself with your seed off the rip from day one. That respect, now they don't have that respect for you. Now here you come when he's 15, trying to, hey, nah, hey man, the genie is out the lamp, and you can't get him back in. So the earlier that you put your foot down on your principles and you start to stand on those things, the easier it makes it for you down the line, because hey, reputation is real, and people will notice business wise. This applies all the way across the board. Business wise, people will know. No, you can't pull one over on him. No, don't try it on him. We gonna pull this stuff. No, don't try it on him. He ain't gonna go for that. And you'll see that people leave. You know, nobody's calling you trying to use you, because they know. Nah, don't call her. She ain't. Let's call her. She's the weak one. So keep that in mind as y'all move forward, man. The earlier you establish yourself and lay a foundation for who you are, what you stand on, the better you'll be. All right, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. Peace.